Hi, it's Michelle Stone, and I am coming to you today to do another mandala. This will be the second mandala um, made from found objects, and I'm coming be and I'm there's a glare. Um, I'm the reason I'm doing these videos is so that you have an opportunity to just take things that you find at in your home. Um, just on a regular day. And at any point in time, you can just create something that will help bring you back into that present moment, bring you like if you're a little stressed out or you've got a lot on your mind or um, just even want to do some art to just spend some time doing art, creating something. And you're not quite sure because the blank page is always just like so um, sometimes people think it's intimidating. And so this is one of those videos where you can take that blank page and you can just take simple things like this is the top of an Ovaltine can and a pair of scissors and some other things, some shells and stuff. And so we're gonna create a mandala. And so that's what we're gonna do today. So grab your paper and just a couple, three or four, five things that you have around your house and a pencil and colored pencils or whatever it is that you have, and we're going to go ahead and create it. So grab your things. You can put me on pause, and I'm going to flip to my overhead camera. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to use this is just the top of an Ovaltine can. I usually use it to put my shavings in when I sharpen my pencils. So um and it's smaller than the one that we did last week, and so I think that that's going to be okay because we're going to have different, everybody's different. So you have different sizes of things that you have. And even if you want to do that and then do a larger one over top of it, um, just found this. So this is actually my sewing kit can. But I can do this over top of it too. Okay. So can you see those two? Yeah, there are two lines. And again, this is not perfection. This is not about making sure that it's absolutely right. This is more about um what what we really want to do, what stirs us inside. And so I pulled out some shells from the beach, a couple of not paper clips, so safety pins, pair of scissors, even a nail. So I don't know what this is going to look like. You know what? I really don't know what this is going to look like. So at the moment, this is what I'm inspired to do. Whoops. Instead of trying to find the center and make sure that we have, um, the exact center, I just want to just create something that's going to be symmetrical for the most part. Um, and also give you some freedom to utilize whatever it is that you have. So I have that and that. And I may actually want to, because I noticed that I have the two bigger ends here. I think I'm gonna go here. Yep. And then maybe do another one here. So there we've got that. And then what would it look like if I did This is one of those things that if you're going to use a a um a fork, make sure that your pencil is sharpened. Huh, that's interesting. Okay. And so, because if you're using a fork and I'm going to push this in a little bit more. If you're using a fork, you want to make sure that or anything that has like ridges on it, that your pencil can actually get down in there and create those grooves that you're trying to create. And again, I'm just playing. There's no like rhythm to what I'm doing. There's more of like a sense of curiosity, like, I wonder what is going to happen. I can take these and put these off to the side and just be in a state of wonder. Like I wonder what this is going to look like. I wonder, could even be in a feeling state. Like what are you feeling like right now as you're doing it? Like I'm feeling a sense of a sense of calm, a sense of um presence where I'm here in this exact moment, just being right here and not thinking too much more about it. That looks kind of interesting. It makes me think of a clock with those Roman numerals. Okay. What do you think about? I could do something like this and here. Hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. There you go. All right. So let's. Huh. Okay. This is kind of fun. I had no idea what that was going to look like. So I know I'm a little silent right here. I'm just trying to like figure it out. Like, what is it that I'm actually doing? And this is just so, when you're using different parts and different things, you don't have to necessarily use the whole item. You can just use like what I'm doing with the scissors right now. I'm not using the whole item, I'm just using part of it. And we're just like really looking at what is called positive space and negative space. So like here, the positive space on the scissors is the scissors, and then the negative space would be the parts in between. That looks really cool. I really kind of like that. All right. And then what if I did a shell? Yeah, maybe I'll do a shell at the end. Not nearly as exciting as the fork teeth, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm just playing here. And it's all exploratory anyway. again, as I'm thinking about it, I will um, come a little bit behind after this. This clearly shows that it's off center, but that's totally fine. And just bring in different colors in between there. Oh yeah. So just, just you can make mandalas with pretty much anything, and you can do them anywhere. You can even do them outside, with different stones and leaves and things like that. Okay, there it is. I think I'm done with it. And that's, just with, if you think about it, just with a fork, a shell, and a pair of scissors, that's a pretty intricate mandala. Now I'm gonna pull out my colored pencils and see what colors. I'm inspired to use this light green already. Um, just because that feels good. And this purple, I don't know. Kind of check in and see. I think these green pieces are gonna be the light green. Yeah, I'm liking that already. And just, just kind of go around and fill it in. I'm thinking actually I'm gonna do those as well. I don't know. Let me see what that looks like in just a second. And as I'm looking at it, I'm wondering, like, I think the purple will go in here where the fork is. There's lots of just little, like, little nooks and crannies to fill in. So again, and just take your time. This is not nothing that you'd have to rush. Um, and it's also not anything that needs to be perfect either. So, um, just just explore. Uh, I'm just asking myself, like, what colors do I want to fill it in with? I think this green is gonna go here. And maybe this will be the purple, and that could be pink. Yeah, I actually like that better. And I know earlier I talked about being symmetrical. And so we're like really just leaning into our feelings. Like let's this if we can create something and just really step into that high vibration of what art provides for us, then why not? Let's stretch ourselves just a little bit and be like, okay, what colors do I not typically use? What's what would that look like if I use colors that I don't usually use? Or if I have a limited amount of colors, if I only have like primary colors, or if I only have um, monochromatic colors, or even analogous colors. So monochromatic, like this whole thing could be a variety of shades of blue. or it could be a variety of shades of pink or red or something like that. Or it could even be um, like analogous colors. So that would be like orange, yellow, red, or blue, green, purple. Oh, this is fun. I'm liking this a lot. Um, yeah, and you could even do it with markers, yes. Or you could do it, you could fill all of these in with different shapes and stuff too. Doesn't necessarily have to be um colored pencils. That fork's coming in handy for something else to hold the colored pencils back. So there we've got, okay. And then what about, yeah, I'm thinking, whoops, I missed this one right here. Come in and do this. Make sure I have my pencil sharpener handy. And sometimes outlining things works. Kind of helps you get in there and get like the nitty gritty. And this part will take me a little bit longer. And so yeah, so what kind of things do you have around the house that you could also use? So there's you could use paper clips, you could use um spoons and knives. You could even use like the the bigger utensils in the kitchen. Um, that's pretty. I like that green and that purple together. You could use, what else do I have? You could use like a thing of tape. That would be kind of cool to, in a really unique shape. You could use like these little clips. Like that would be kind of fun. I have a little tiger here so that if I remember, I'll do it one of these other times. Um, yeah, you could just use anything. You could use different rocks. You could use different leaves. You could use um, all kinds of stuff. I did a nature mandala one time outside and saved petals from flowers for weeks to do it. It was a community project, and we just had, and then I even grabbed some plants and put some plants in the very center of it. And people loved it. They thought that that was just amazing, and it was quite a gift. We put a little sign there. We put flowers and even toothpicks, and it just all things that were biodegradable, and and um and it came out really well. And so, and I've seen many other people do that kind of thing as well, where you just, and you could do it with with leaves, with sticks, with branches, with all kinds of different flowers. So, and then you could make these kind of mandalas, and you could make them smaller, you could make them bigger. Um, Fill it in. like I said, with marker, you could even do, like if you have watercolor paper, even just kind of come in with some watercolor. That would be fun. Um, and just kind of do the design first and then come in with a watercolor afterward. So yeah, it all just takes, and the main point of this whole activity is to really just sit here and be able to focus and just kind of calm your mind and be in the present moment and only think about this. And it can be as detailed or as simple as you would like. Let's see, here's a great example of me using this to sharpen my pencil. So, yeah, I've got 4 of them done and I've got 4 more to go. And so I wonder what other colors. I'm liking this really bright theme, so I may use maybe like pink and orange there. That kind of feels really, really good to me. But you could use any colors. And you could even put words in here. And you could put other symbols. You don't have to fill it in just with these colored pencils. So yeah, it's all just whatever you want to do. But this is the second week I've done this. So if you are watching this and you're inspired, please feel free to um, make any comments on them and tell me what kind of shapes or what kind of um, household items that you think I could use for the next one. So I was going to use palette knives on this one, but I was like, not everybody has palette knives. So that's why I decided on the fork. And you could even do, as you're doing the colors, you could even do like the variation or the variegated tour. Like this could be lighter going into darker or, something like that if you want to do it that way. Oh, look, I'm almost done. Here's my last one. I just really like how they all came together and created this really intricate pattern. And again, this is, we can put the color in. That's really pretty. Okay. All right, so I've got my green and my purple. I was thinking about doing orange and pink. Let's see. This pink is calling out to me. So I'm just gonna do this right here. Yeah, that looks fun. No, no, if it looks like a fork, it just looks really interesting. And then this will be, maybe I'll do this orange and maybe this around here yellow. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do anything in the center. I think I'm gonna leave that. That feels like it's gonna be, it's gonna, it'll be good just being there by itself. So I'm having a good time with these colors. This is pretty fun. Let me see if I can get it more so where you can see it. Um, yeah, something about colored pencils that just really just the sound of them, the feel of them, just kind of going back and forth is very methodical for me. It's very soothing. And and it's like of all the different utensils that I have to create art with, the colored pencils are the one things that I come back to more often than that. Yeah, look at that. This is a ton of fun. So so yeah, but you know what, as you're creating it, you go to, whatever it is that you have. It doesn't have to be the same thing that I'm doing. It could be crayons for all. Um, it could be if you only have just pencils, just regular pencils, it could be, some of them could be like 8H, which is a really, really hard lead, which means that it doesn't go on the paper very easily. It's going to be really, really light. And then some could be like an 8B, which is like, really, really soft lead that will go on the paper. And you can kind of come back in. I know that like right now I'm just trying to fill them all in, and I know that some of them are uneven. But that doesn't really matter. I could come back in on a different day and fill them in if I chose to. It's really not about perfection. It's more just about being in the moment and having that fun and kind of exploring, because art is just really all about that exploration, that what's going on inside and just being intuitive. So I did another video recently uh, with a friend of mine, um, Claudia Doza, who she does intuitive art, and this is another type of intuition type of art, because we just played with it and thought, I wonder what I could use with these very simple utensils, and this is what I'm doing. So I'm almost done with this one too. So see, it's just plugging along here. Just spending just 20 minutes a day doodling. Um, it's kind of like rinsing out the suds in the sink, it's it's um let me formulate my thought here. It's like at the end of the day when you're trying to like wind down and just really let everything go. creating art is one of the best ways that you can do that, where you just kind of put it all in the paper. And what I like to say is that, 20 minutes of art that you can doodle the residue of your day away. And that's essentially what's happening right now, is just doodle the residue of your day away. And so what happened in your day, or what happened yesterday if you're doing this in the morning, or what happened, how well did you sleep? And as you're reflecting on that, just kind of, as you're coloring this in, just like let all that stuff go. Just kind of leave it on the paper and just um let it come out this way, you know, because this is definitely a positive way to do things. And if you have other people that you're living with, it's definitely a way to connect with them, or you can all just kind of, you could even use the same utensils and see if people come up with different, how, different their ideas are, and encourage them to create completely different pieces. Um, so, and just wondering, just be like, hey, I wonder what that would look like from your perspective. I wonder what it look like from your perspective, because nobody's the same. Even twins are, have different life experiences. And so we don't have the same exact experiences for everyone to draw upon. So I know they do say that that copying or mimicking is the best form of flattery. Um, and I agree. And I also encourage everyone, all of my students, I encourage everyone to find their own voice, because none of us are made the same. And so as we're sitting here doing this together with other people, then why not, you know, include your own voice? Because your voice, if you're here, there's a reason you're here, and you're important. And so, and your ideas are important, and your thoughts are important, and your way of being is important. And so you have, I truly believe that everyone has a gift, and that's, there's different gifts that we've been given. Um, and different viewpoints that we have from different parts of our lives. And so just kind of bringing that and capitalizing on it, and really diving into, what does that look like for me, and how can I share my thoughts and my gifts with those around me? Um, and what does that look like? What could that look like? And what if you've never really had that voice, or been allowed to have that voice, or been scared to have that voice? And so if you were to just do it just on this paper just now, um, in this very moment, as you're creating this, what what could that look like? What could your contribution be? How could you make your mark in the world, however small it is? So that's what I offer to you as a way to, so I'm kind of coming to a close on this. I've only got like one more color yet left. And I know it feels like it's probably been a little bit longer than 20 minutes, but I'm enjoying spending time with you, and I'm glad you're here. And ooh, I like, let me see what I got for yellows. Um, I'm really thinking this bright one. Oh yeah, here we go. Just adding that little bit of contrast. So just kind of coming in and even like going around the shapes, I think is fun, where you're just turning the page around. There we go. What do you think? I need to sharpen this pencil real quick. Come in here. Yeah, can you see the yellow? Yeah, you can see the yellow just a little bit. It's I am liking the like the yellow against the purple and the green. I think it looks really good. I know I'm making all kinds of noise here, but almost done. We got a little bit left, and then we'll be done. And so, yeah, like how do you doodle the residue of your day away? Hmm? What what inspires you? What keeps you going? What makes you um what helps you like release all this stuff from daily life? This is one of my favorite ways to release the stress, the all the things from daily life. Okay, that's that. I am, I think I am inspired to come in with a light gray in the center. Thought I had more grays, but oh, I do. I'm gonna do this light one right here. Not much, just enough to kind of make it not white. And keep, I like this little space in here in the center. And then we're here, and then we're done. There you go. So there is my my mandala for the week. So thank you very much. And so I ask you, how do you doodle the residue of your day away? And this is how I do it. So thank you so much. I'll see you later.